Get into it. Coach Colin here. Man, the black operatives are at it again. The mainstream media, which, that's expected, especially around election time, divide and conquer, but also black celebrities. One black celebrity, in fact, the woman was hosting the BET Awards. Her name is Taraji P. Henson, I believe her name is pronounced. She was hosting the BET Awards, and of course, you can let no opportunity where you think young black people are watching, just about voting age, to go and spread some propaganda. And I'll be showing you that clip. It's ridiculous. And then I'll be showing you a clip of Joyless Reid. Now, this clip is a little wild because they're so freaked out and so deep into damage control. So much freaking out going on the Democratic side of things, or the Democrat side of things, sorry, that they didn't even let Joy put on makeup. They didn't even let her put on the Trump wig. They didn't even let her get dressed. They're just like, make a TikTok now. She's probably just waking up. She's probably like, oh, can I go to the studio? Do what we say right now. She's like, oh, okay. Hello, people. Oh, it's ridiculous. Wait until you see it. I'm going to start with Taraji P. Henson first, and then we'll move on to Miss Joyless. Oh, it's very, very serious. Hey, just so you know, hey, the draft doesn't work by color. Hey, anybody out there that's skeptical, the draft doesn't work by color, okay? It works by age. And she's so far from the age. Not to say that it's not an important thing, but to turn around to a group of black millionaires and scream to them, who do you think they're going to draft first, is crazy. Who do you think they're going to draft first? Well, I can tell you who they're going to draft first. It's going to be young white men who want to serve the country. It's just, that's what the army's filled with now. Not completely. Obviously, there's always black people, Hispanic people, people of all kinds. Patrick Bet-David's Iranian and he was in the army. So there's many, many colors and creeds, but it's mostly white. So probably when that draft happens, it's going to be mostly white. What is she talking about? I love how she screams that at a crowd of black people and then turns around and says, I'm not trying to scare us. I'm trying to inform us. Hey, you're trying to scare us. Hey, don't do that. You're trying to scare us. You just screamed to a crowd of people that they're all going to get drafted because they're black. You're trying to scare us. It's okay. It's okay. But you're trying to scare us. Okay? If you're trying to inform us, you would have been like, okay, guys, just so you know, there's a draft. And, that's not good. Am I right, people? That's when you're trying to inform people. When you turn around and scream, who do you think they're going to draft first? You look into a sea of black people. And again, they're all millionaires. All of them. All of these black people are millionaires. They're at an award show waiting to win awards. They're all sitting there like, oh, my security guard? Is my security guard going to get drafted? Oh, my Lord. Not Deshaun. Oh, I love Deshaun. He'll do well, though. Glad I bought my bunker. That's what they're thinking. Absolutely ridiculous. To do this at an award show, it's expected. That's just what's going to happen. They're going to do it at award shows. We got another clip with Joyless Reid, but I just remembered that Taraji did another thing. Let me just real quick, give me 1 second. She did a clip with Kamala Harris. It is over the top. They're going to use it 50 years from now in a video about propaganda. 100%. Let me just find this video. Recent video. Oh, please let this pop up. They do a video together. It is so cringeworthy. Let me tell you guys something. Anytime you're looking for a video, always go. If you can't find it wherever you search for things, go to X and type the same thing in. I'm telling you guys, it's becoming a search engine. Just found it. Check this clip out real quick before I go on to Joyless Reid. Check this out. Kamala Harris just blacking it up. Just blacking it up for all of us. Listen to this. What did she say? What did she say? This is worse than Hillary Clinton having a fake purse that only has hot sauce in it when she's on a black radio show. This is worse. She said what? Hold on. Let me just one more time. What did she say?
Are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji.
She's out here in these streets? No, you're not. Hey, man, you're not in the streets. It's okay. We don't expect you to be. You're a vice president of the United States somehow. No one knows how that happened. But you don't have to be out in the streets. It's fine. Who are they tricking? What person's watching this like, you know what, that Miss Harris, Madam VP, she is out in these streets. I'll tell you something. She's out in these streets. And she's been hearing about reproductive rights. Hey, let me just tell you, as somebody who used to be in the streets quite a bit, we don't talk about reproductive rights when we're in the streets. Unless things have changed. It's been a while since I've been out on the streets. Maybe things have gotten more progressive in the underworld of things when you're out in the streets. Used to just be about money. That's what I remember. Now it's about reproductive rights. Hey, yo, man, you got that money you owe me? Yeah, I got that money I owe you. Give it up, man. All right, here you go. Hey, can I ask you something, Darnell? Yeah, what is it, Tyrone? Have you been hearing a lot about these reproductive rights? Man, I gotta say, I've been hearing a whole lot about them reproductive rights, man. And you gotta know something. It has me tweaking at night, man. Oh, me too, man. I mean, it's just like, her body, her choice, man. That's all I've been saying, bruh. That's all I've been saying. I got a kid on the way. And I said to Tanisha, listen, your body, your rights, girl. Don't ever let a man like me tell you what to do with your reproductive system. Oh, man. You gonna take care of that kid? Nah. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I took it too far. It's a joke. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm a black dad. I take care of my kid. No, it's a joke. I'm just kidding. Let me play the rest of this terrible video before we go.
No.
Oh my God. Do I see like a Comedy Central thing in the corner? I hope they let me play this. If they don't, I'm sorry. You know, I'll probably put it on X or something. I don't know. But just such a ridiculous video because I make videos. I've been making videos for 10 years. I've done all sorts of videos. I know what's going on here. She's just in a room that's a set for sure. And she's just reading off of a script. And then the other girls just doing the same thing. They're not on the phone together. That picture was just, it was just After Effects in. None of that was real. And the fact that they're going to that extent to make you think that it is real and that Taraji's like, oh my God, I'm worried about the election. Oh my gosh, man. Let's move on to Joyless Reid. Look at that. They didn't let her do a thing. They woke her up from bed. They were like, right now. Make a video right now. She didn't get to put on the Trump wig or nothing. She doesn't have the same zest without that Trump wig, man. You need that Trump. She used to say it from her chest. When she had the Trump wig on, she would say it from her chest. Now she's just a little too laid back. You know what I mean? I don't know why they did that to her. You know what I mean? Let her bring back that. Let Joy be great again. Okay, let's play this.
This election is no longer about the old guy.
Oh, I got it going too fast. It's so hard for me to listen to her at normal speed, especially this clip. It's like 3 minutes. I'll stop it partway through.
This election is no longer about the old guy that's in the White House now. Like, you know, all the op-ed pages and the New York Times can run around and opine about, you know, what Joe Biden should do. And, you know, y'all have fun with that. Enjoy yourselves. intellectual thought leaders. I no longer care. Doesn't matter to me anymore. It's above me now. It's above me now. There's a Waffle House next door. There's a Best Western next door as well. It's above me now. It's above Joe Biden now. Don't care about Joe Biden's age, infirmity, that he shuffle when he walk. I don't care. He could be seated for the rest of, from now to election day, and never get up off a chair. He could sit down. He could roll around in a wheelchair. He could be on a skateboard, seated. I don't care. Donald John Trump cannot be allowed back into the White House. Because if you combine that madman with this court, two of whose members are insurrectionists, one of whom flew an upside down flag at his home and blamed it on his wife, who's also crazy. The other of whom's wife literally was part of the insurrection. And they ruled in this. They put themselves in the Leonard Leo 6. They went ahead and ruled on this with no shame. You combine this court, two of whose members are going to immediately resign, and put 30-year-olds in there, including probably the guy who wrote the opinion in the Beaters case, meaning that Beaters should be able to get machine guns, which, by the way, they have now arrogated to themselves the power to decide all federal rules. Everything, whether your plane that you fly in is safe, how much carbon can be in the atmosphere, how much filth can be in your water. They said agencies that have experts can't decide that. They will decide that. So they are kings, and Trump is king. You put him in the White House, combined with this court and a Republican House and Senate, we're done, y'all. All the rights that were won in the 20th century, the hard-earned rights of women, laborers, workers, the rights of children. Remember, child labor used to be legal. The rights of black folks, forget that. The rights of non-white immigrants, forget that. All of the 20th, they are trying to repeal the entire 20th century, and they're doing it fast. Between them and these crazy Republican governors, they are repealing the American century, the 20th century, because they don't like it and they want back the 19th century. The century when super rich white men, unchecked and untaxed, amassed great wealth, passed it down with no taxation to their descendants, and pretended that they had earned it on their own, that they were just masters of the universe.
You know what kills me about that last thing she just said? I don't know if she has kids, but I know when you're in these positions that they're in, you're making high six figures, 7 figures, sometimes even 8 figures. She is going to do exactly what she just said if she has children. She's going to amass wealth. She already is. You know, despite what you may think of her show, she's going to amass wealth. She's going to make sure it gets taxed the least amount it possibly can. And then she's going to pass it down to her kids, and her kids are going to act like they earned it. Yeah, you're going to do that. It's okay. But yet, for some reason, it's terrible if some other people do it based on the color of their skin. She's wild with the things that she says. Let's just go through what she just said really quick. Okay, before I get drafted, you know, because black people are going to get drafted first, just so you know. Before I get hauled off to the army. Oh my gosh. She's saying she doesn't care if Biden is unfit. She completely does not care if is she saying the quiet part out loud? She's saying, I don't care if he's unfit. She even, funny enough, she even went through a list of things. I don't care if he shuffles when he walks. I don't care if he doesn't know where he is. I don't care if he can't see more than 2 feet in front of him. I don't care if he falls upstairs. I don't care what happens or I don't care if he can even speak properly. I don't care. He has to be president. What? It's almost like there's no comprehension to her of how crazy she sounds when she talks. The only thing that can get you to talk like this, in my mind, is that you're making an exorbitant amount of money. That's it. And you've signed contracts and you have to perform. You have to do it. That's the only thing, because what she's saying sounds so wild. I would rather have someone who's unfit than someone who is fit to be president, because that person who is fit to be president, I don't like him. So the unfit person, whoever's around him makes the decisions, I'm cool with that. Do you know how wild that sounds? How much, you know, and I don't know her, but it sounds like how much hatred you have for the country when you say things like that. And then to make up, because what she's talking about, what Taraji was talking about, is Project 2025, to act like the rights of women, children. She even brought up child labor. What is she talking about? Blacks, people of all colors and people later on in the clip, she talks about LGBTQ as well. To act like everybody's rights are going to get taken away if Donald Trump becomes president is so ridiculous. And then when you go to Project 2025, because Taraji even brought that up, and that's what she's talking about. She's saying everything but saying Project 2025. She's bringing up the courts and the president. Donald Trump's going to be king, blah, blah, blah. This is all talking points of Project 2025 when Democrats talk about it. And when you look into Project 2025, it's, if you believe that there is a cabal, an attack within happening, when you look at what Project 2025 entails, to me, it sounds like an undoing of all of that. That's what it sounds like. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the savior moment, but it's going to be a good foot forward to moving away from whatever it is that's happening right now. Whatever it is where people think, people are being brainwashed to think that it's good for the border to be open. It's good that 15 million people have streamed in. It's good that we don't know who they are. It's fine. It doesn't matter if it happens, if it's affecting the Black communities, Hispanic communities. It's completely fine. Spending all this money on these climate change efforts, trying to take away people's right to have gas-powered cars if they live in California, and that will spread from state to state to state if given the opportunity. To whatever all that is, whoever is doing all that, whoever is thinking that's okay, Project 2025 seems to be undoing all of that. That's just, I've been reading about it. I've been looking into it. I actually like the guy who's kind of spearheading it. His name's Kevin Roberts. He's the head of the Heritage Foundation. He actually went to the World Economic Forum and told everybody off. He's incredible, in my opinion. Some people may not like him. Just the fact that he told off the whole World Economic Forum, everything that Project 2025 has to do with is pretty much putting a middle finger up to everything Agenda 2030 stands for. I like it. But if you are someone like Joy Reid, and we do go with the conspiracy that these people are taking talking points from places that are above the newsroom, to say that, shadow entities behind them and above us, if you go with that premise, then you understand why she doesn't like it. You understand why people in Hollywood don't like it. You understand why Democrats don't like it, because the party's over if that takes full effect. Just wanted to touch on that really quick. And to say that they want to go back to the 1900s, it's just nonsense. And basically what she says at the end, because I don't want to play the whole Joy Reid clip. I mean, that was enough. I mean, the 2 minutes and 35 seconds, guys, that's enough. At the end, she says, you have to vote for your lives. Very much what Jasmine Crockett said just yesterday. I did a video on it. I'm going to release it today. Jasmine Crockett said a vote for Biden is a vote for yourself. A vote to show that you love yourself. Joy Reid is now saying you have to vote for your life. Taraji is saying the same thing. It sounds a lot like the effort that someone put forward back in the day, vote or die, P. Diddy, when he was campaigning for Hillary. Sounds very, very similar. So I'm not going in for all of this. Everybody's rights are going to be taken away. All you have to do is go stop looking at the headlines. Go read about Project 2025. I'm sure there's some things that you're not going to like inside of it if you read it from head to toe. But a lot of it, if you understand what's going on right now, a lot of it's undoing everything that not just people who are on the right have a problem with. People who are working class and in poverty right now have issue with and are being affected by 2025. Project 2025 actually helps a lot with that. Anyways, guys, they're in full effect. They're in full damage control. They're going nuts after this debate. Biden, we have not seen a reaction like this towards a political event since Donald Trump ran for president in 2016. And that should really tell you something. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Turn on the notifications. Helps the channel tremendously. Other than that, I'm out.